With Red Bull proving dominant at its foremost in 2023, the Milton Keynes squad is working hard to preserve that dominance for 2024. But other teams are not staying still, knowing that they need to improve their game for 2024, making massive overhauls for their upcoming challenges. And in today's video, let's talk about the top 5 teams I think will be in the championship fight in the 2024 season, and what their cars will be looking like in the upcoming campaign. So don't go anywhere. Let's start this video with the obvious candidate, Red Bull. 2023 was the best season Red Bull has enjoyed in their entire Formula 1 history, winning 21 out of 22 races in season. Replicating the same performance will be a 50-50 chance. But the Milton Keynes team are in prime position to once again assert dominance in 2024. According to latest reports, Red Bull are taking on the evolutionary route for 2024, developing the RB19 into a different beast for the upcoming campaign, according to legendary designer Adrian Newey and the team's own technical director. Most of the engineers' focus is said to be on the underfloor and the diffuser aerodynamics. According to reports, Adrian Newey has a plan in motion to reconfigure how the downforce is generated and distributed among the underfloor and the diffuser. The advantages to be gained from the improvements made on the underfloor and diffuser surrounds around improved low-speed cornering, better curbing ability, combined with better aerodynamic efficiency. The changes made to the underfloor and diffuser will also aid in improved stability, making the car less prone to high gusts of wind. Other changes include top body aerodynamics, with revisions being made to the car's active aerodynamic surfaces as seen fit, to improve both load generation and aerodynamic efficiency. Results of said changes were revealed recently by Red Bull's simulator driver Jake Dennis. While the likes of Mercedes and Ferrari have been hoping to close the gap to Red Bull over the winter, Dennis's assessment about the RB20 drops the bombshell on that hope, as he believes that F1 could be set for another year of Max Verstappen domination. "We've got an extremely fast race car at the Red Bull team," Dennis told the Mirror. "I would expect us to become champions again, unless someone like Ferrari or Mercedes somehow manages to find about a second per lap overnight. I think it's going to be quite a dull season in Formula 1, with Max probably dominating." Next, let's talk about Mercedes. The W15 might actually be the most anticipated car reveal of 2024, and the launch is set on the 14th of February 2024. The W14 was a weak car, built up on a flawed car concept. From the zero pods down to the car's chassis, everything was wrong. Mercedes do realise it now and are hard at work back at Brackley, changing everything they can for the upcoming W15. The changes start from the chassis. A wider chassis for the W15 is in the works. First, to accommodate the new aerodynamic package. Second, to equip a wider underfloor with bigger Venturi channels to generate optimum levels of downforce for improved car stability. The car suspension will also face an overhaul, with both anti-dive and anti-squat to be introduced. Yet the configuration will be same from front to rear, to better suit a strong mechanical platform. Allison recently talked about the results of these upgrades, mentioning that they've been able to dial down the spiteful rear end which troubled the W14 all season long. However, what we do have some hope for is that some of the more spiteful characteristics of the rear end of our car will be a bit more friendly to us, and the handling of the car a happier thing. That's all in simulation, but nevertheless, we've got reasonable grounds to believe that we've made some gain there. Next, focus will be put on the car's active aerodynamic elements, the side pods, front wing and rear wing. While the development direction for the aerodynamic surfaces are not yet revealed, James Allison did confirm recently that his team will be moving towards a much more conventional design. Furthermore, Mercedes will be making changes to produce a more compacted gearbox design to 1. Aid in weight saving, and 2nd, to improve overall aerodynamic drag. Results of these improvements were shared by Mercedes reserve driver Anthony Davidson, as he continued. "Our simulator driver, Anthony Davidson, was driving in Melbourne in the sim and he said, the car feels like a car for the first time in 2 years. Adding to those challenges made at Brackley, changes to cooling packages will be made back at Brixworth. This has been made possible by the aero engineers back at Brackley moving on from the zero pods design to a different direction, giving the engine department much more freedom to work on power unit cooling, confirmed by James Allison himself. On top of that handling, you've got all the normal housekeeping type stuff of just making it lighter, making it more downforcey, and hopefully getting a bit of uplift from the power unit side. with the calibration level tinkering that they're still capable of doing under these current rules, he said. Adding more, reports are emerging that Mercedes are ramping up their efforts in terms of pit stops, taking regular quick practices while also improving the equipment in the pit stops department. Next, let's talk about Ferrari. Following recent reports, Project 676 is taking great shape back at Maranello. For starters, the percentage of change Ferrari are making for 2024 from 2023 is said to be about 95%. Frederick Vasseur of Ferrari said recently that the 95% change will not result in a revolutionary design change, but will just be an evolution. First edition, Rory Byrne has been called back into Ferrari to oversee Project 676 development for the 2024 campaign. Over the winter development, from the SF23 to Project 676, Ferrari have been able to shave off 6 kilograms of overall weight from various mechanical components. 10 kilograms of weight equals to 3/10 of lap time. So a 6 kilogram save should mean a gain by at least 2/10 of a lap time added to the car's base. Lighter car means cornering and straight line performance improves as a whole, providing drivers with a lot more confidence to push, also resulting in a gain in performance. Aerodynamically, according to reports, Ferrari have gained 30 downforce points, which equates to about half a second worth of performance added to the car's base. According to Ferrari, they are confident they have addressed the structural defects in their 2024 car. Beyond that, significant work was done on suspension, weight distribution, and overall package management based on tyre wear. According to Formula One, the 676 project will see solutions inspired by the Red Bull project, with innovations of its own choices, not limiting itself to copying what was introduced by Adrian Newey in these 2 years of new regulations. Both Charles and Carlos, on their regular updates regarding the 2024 Ferrari Challenger, had mixed reactions, but have praised their design team, and both do believe they are making good gains with the said Project 676. Next, let's focus on McLaren and Aston Martin. While both these teams had differing journeys in 2023, the path they took was the same: Red Bull-inspired cars. While 2023 ended on a high note for both teams, their ambitions for 2024 are simple: take the fight to Red Bull. From McLaren's side, for the 2024 car, they will first make changes to the car's rear suspension, introducing push pods instead of pull rods. Also, changes to the car's underfloor geometry will be made, all inspired by Red Bull. As for Aston Martin, an evolution to keep the car flowing under the current set of technical regulations is what is expected from the Silverstone squad. As for combined improvements, the new Mercedes gearbox will be incorporated in both McLaren and Aston Martin, improving aero performance. Power unit gains also will be shared between McLaren and Aston Martin. So, with every team making massive overhauls for 2024, what are your expectations from each team? Comment down below on what you think might be the grid order. 1st to 5th constructor at the 2024 Bahrain Grand Prix. And on your way down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified of our future uploads, to keep yourselves up to date about the 2024 Formula One season.